Well, guys. Good morning. How everybody is really doing well. And since yesterday, the things are looking great. As I mentioned yesterday, two scenarios were there. Remember, over the live in the evening for the Bitcoin. What I mentioned is either this was like the wave is done and probably going to do something like this for the BTC, or it's gonna be like one, two, three, four, and probably have one more push up and then probably go for a downside move to give us a very nice long. And I also posted in the Walsh Wealth group. Remember, if many of you guys still long Bitcoin, probably somewhere around the levels of 18,846 to 18,848 to 18,800 bucks. But we just missed it by slight few dollars. But we know that this move is coming. So it's like almost like a 3.5% move. My target was 19,500 August lows, and a deviation probably would be better, but we literally went to the golden pocket zone of 19,600, making it a very interesting levels for us guys. Now so what is our next plan, guys, for the Bitcoin? So today I think we have an FOMC, and the way we are holding up this level, I do think that we need to probably dump as soon as possible. So basically it's just like you go up like this, and then you want to go you want to see you know a squeeze of these lows, liquidity to be taken care of here, and go to these levels, and then probably start accumulating, and then push it up like this. So this is how I would like to see, and that's where I would like to bid Bitcoin. But however, before the FOMC, if I do see that the price, let's say just in case, if there is an alternative scenario that we can probably look for, is that this move is like A, B, and this is one, and we are doing wave two right now. So we don't break before the FOM, so we don't break 18,858. Nor even we go near to those levels, then I would literally go long around the 786, because then probably we're just going to have we're going to probably gonna retest the September open levels. The September open level is going to act as a strong resistance for everything across the board, guys. So you need to just have these levels marked on your charts. September opens, and then also you have a value very high of for the September is somewhere around 20,373. So just in case, if we if we do just go like this, so practically if we let's say we don't break down before the London session closes, or I would say the New York session, pre-New York session opens. If you don't break down, and if you just keep on hovering around these levels, then probably we might do something like this. So then it's like 19,000 level is gonna hold. So I would be looking to then long $19,000 for Bitcoin, and then that is going to be like A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's how it's gonna go to 20,800 bucks. So that's how we just probably might just do something like this, because so far we are holding the range lows and the previous week lows around 19,311, which is of course a good sign. So something just need to have your eyes on, just in case if we don't break down before our evening FOMC meeting. Why? Because in the FOMC there's 80% probability that the rate hike would just be like 75 bips. So most likely it is all priced in. This whole move is like 75 bips are priced in, guys. Everything is priced in, and now it's like a big reversal that we are expecting. So basically, if you get like a dip towards 19,100 to 18,965, but that is only and only valid if we don't really break down, in the London session. If we don't break down, then I think this is how it should play out. So I'm just going to keep on going to monitor it the way we had it last time. So you have a small push up and then something like this. Similarly for ETH as well. My Ethereum target is clearly around 1302 levels is what I'm eyeing, 786 fib. But also we have a golden pocket zone and the previous week lows, and untapped and untested previous week lows. So basically you would want to see a previous week's lows being tested. So if you really want to front run and probably start building, I think 1311 to 1312 is going to be a very nice levels. Probably I might even change my limits as soon as I see that Bitcoin is holding and Ethereum is going down. So as you can see here, and why do I think that Ethereum is likely to outperform Bitcoin? As I mentioned yesterday as well, if you remember, that we are in the wave one right now, and we're going to probably retest the levels of 786, and that's exactly what we did right now. So what I expect now is most likely a rejection, and that's the reason that Ethereum is sooner or later going to outperform Bitcoin. So that's what I anticipate. And that's the reason I would like to long Ethereum rather than would longing Bitcoin. So I would love to long Ethereum if we get the dip. This is like a bearish harmonic, but it can turn bullish any point of time. Basically, if we start breaking the level of 886 and this green line that you have around 1452, if we start breaking these levels, it just can go blue past to the levels of 1414. 1500 September opens around these levels. So we can just probably go and retest the whole point over there. And we can also go and to the levels of 1618, forming a deviation of the September opens and then further dump. So I think, this is going to be a very interesting levels for ETH as well. So hence, I just want to long ETH with a very tight stop loss. The risk reward is amazing. So I just don't want to miss this as well. A previous week lows retest is a must, is what I expect. So once we get a previous week low retest, I think that's how you should definitely not miss this, for Ethereum. And let's say if this gets stops and we get a rate high of more than 75 bips, then it's gonna be like this, and that's where you start buying it. You don't need to wait for anything. Just long 1226 to 1200 with your stop loss under 1180. That should be a stop loss. The safest stop loss is 1160. Will never go there in single slim shot. So that's going to be your safest stop loss. So you have a bull count, you have a bear case. Both cases we have. Now the ultra bull case is similar to Bitcoin. Ultra bull case. If let's say this whole structure is what we are watching is just wave A, and we're going to probably go up like here to 1382 for the wave B, and we just test the weekly open and we don't break the weekly open at around 1333, which would also mean then similar to Bitcoin that Bitcoin don't break the levels of 19k, Ethereum don't break the levels of weekly open, it flips perfectly, then I would have to say that it's just going to be like a shallow wave B. So this is going to be very, very shallow wave B, or this is going to be A, B, or maybe like 1, 2, 3 is gonna blast like this, and we're gonna go to the September opens around 1551. So that's the reason I'm saying, guys, we need to, if we want to go here, we want to go here as soon as possible before the FOMC starts, because FOMC is most likely going to be a bounce, is what I expect if the 75 bips rate hike happens. Anything under 75 bips is going to be very bullish. Anything above 75 bips is going to be very bearish. So you just keep it in mind, 75 bips already priced in. And if it is like that, we just get 50 bips rate hike, boom, the market is going to pump like, the market is literally going to pump like, I mean, you won't even imagine. You can't even imagine. It's just going to pump. And Bitcoin is literally going to pump to 23,000 bucks from here. So anything under 75 bips rate hike. And also it goes with the technical analysis, from the perspective of the waves. Unfortunately, I had a long and I got stopped out at 18,200, 18,400 levels, but definitely I would definitely give another long as well. So, but the idea is still intact. Still we are, just look at this as a very simple, kind of a thing, that this is your discount zone, as I mentioned yesterday as well. This whole level is your discount zone. Whenever the price comes here, you need to buy it. And this is your, premium zone. Whenever it goes there, just sell. And unless and until you flip here, pump, rebuy and pump, you flip here, sell and short. And that's how you want to play. Just simple, make it as a simple big range and accumulation range that we are into, Of course, the ranges can have a deviation. Trap everyone, damn, boom. As well as similarly, we have, trap over here. We can set a trap as well, some later point of time. But I would say that, right now, the only thing that matters to me is the today's, the date price action, that what I'm expecting. I would not like to probably go in depth of what tomorrow is going to happen right now, but what I want to see today, it's very important because today is going to be very, very volatile and we want to make more lot of money. So right now it's like if this is A and we are going to have a wave B here, yes, we need to see a dip to probably around 19,000 bucks, and from there I would like to, and honestly, I would like to see a dip towards July lows, retest of 18,750, and that is going to be a long zone. But just in case if we don't dip, till the New York pre-New York session opens, we don't dip and we just roll around 19k, then yeah, definitely it's just going to be long around 19k, and with your stops under 18,400 bucks, and with the take profit targets of 20,800 plus. So that's what even the similar way for Ethereum as well, as I mentioned. So bull case we have, bear case. If the rate hike is 75 bips, bear case is invalidated. Only bull case is going to be activated. Basically, in that scenario, it's gonna have a pump like this and pump like this, and then probably gonna have a dip like this. So so basically, first we get a pump and then dump. If we get anything under 75 bips, it's just going to be it's meant that this is the bottom, and it's just going to keep on pumping, as I mentioned, towards the September opens, basically deviation around 1600 bucks. It's gonna be a big move, guys. And if we get anything above 75 bips, wrecked, wrecked in the sense no bounce at all. It's just gonna dump like this. So the way we saw last time as well, clear wrecked. So lower term time frame, that's what I have. Now let's go to the BNB count as well. BNB looks so nice to me, in my opinion. Any golden pocket zone retest of 263 to 261 is a must buy for me, because it's forming a very nice W formation. If you look at from the perspective of here as well, from the FIPS perspective, we literally went to around 702 FIP. So most likely, in my opinion, we should be getting a small retracement, of course. So I mean, we can have a small push up like here, and then probably look for a wick like here. But this is how you want to see the retracement. But let's say if we do get the retracement, don't miss it. But I'm not sure if we do get a retracement, but ideally we should get a retracement. Let's say if you don't get a retracement and it's bullish, it's just gonna go up like here. The target for the BNB is 284 to 285. That's what the target is, guys. So I definitely think that I just want a retracement, honestly, so that I can just go along with BNB as well. Just draw the trend line over here. We do have a trend line, and that's like a trend line. Resistance is going to be having it. So you want a rejection and then a dip to this 261 to 262 zone, and then probably break out of this and go to the levels of here. It can also probably go to the levels of here as well, to 298, filling the whole fair value gap from these levels. From 292 to 284. So filling the whole fair value gap, guys. So and now as we can see that we are having a wave B pump over here. Now this is the levels where you want to see a rejection. I just don't want it break up, honestly. If it breaks up, the whole plan of getting longing Bitcoin at 19,000 gets invalidated, and I just have to FOMO in, honestly, if I have to say. But for now, I do think that this looks to me like wave A, B, and one more wave down like this for C. So 19,000 makes more and more sense to me for longing Bitcoin, 19,000 to 18,964. That's what I would like to see now, guys. I think this looks to me like A, B, 1. This is like a 2. Accumulate there, 3. Breakout and go 21,000 bucks. This looks very bullish to me, at least on the lower term time frame. Similarly for Ethereum as well. This is like A, B right now we are doing most likely, and we're gonna have C. So we go to the levels of 1311 to 1302, long there, and let it pump. Just wait a bit, don't FOMO into anything right now. Similarly, SP500, guys, as I mentioned yesterday as well, I'm looking for a bounce on the SP500. Yes, we are getting a bounce. This is the best case and worst case scenario. The worst case scenario, we reject from 4033 levels and dump. The best case scenario, we literally go from here to 4273. That's the best case scenario. SP500. BNB is done. Link is now again testing the range lows, but the way it is forming a the way the structure is, looks to me like this is more likely a double bottom kind of a thing. Once we flip this levels of range lows, it's just going to go up like this. So the long would be on link on flip of 7.309. Once it flip, you definitely gonna have a long with your stop loss in these levels, and flip this on H1. Two H1 candle closure above this, you long with your tight stop loss, and your take profit targets would be around these levels of 7.68. TP there, dump like this. So that's how I am looking to play for link. Solana again. Solana, and what I'm expecting for Sol is I'm looking for a sweep of 34.9. How do we get it? Most likely, we get a pump like here one more time, and then probably a small retracement accumulation, pump like this, and then probably gonna have a rejection and sweep like this. But flipping this level is going to be very interesting because if it flips here, if it flips this levels, it moons. So basically, you can take profit here, and once it starts, showing a strength over here, you can re-long with a stop loss this, and then you can long, ride your long. So I think take profit is a must if you are literally looking for longs around the levels of, uh, you know, 31.385. That's where your long should be for Solana. Okay. 31.385 to 31.9 maybe. Ethereum Classic, guys. Again, when for a retest and rejection, as I mentioned, $28, 27.9 to $28 is your long zone. If you get any further dip on the Ethereum Classic, I think it's going to be very interesting long. And my plan is still same along with ETH. So it's looking bullish for now. Gonna retest probably $34. That's where I think I'm looking for a big short on Ethereum Classic. USD dominance perfectly playing the plan as I mentioned since yesterday. Even here also what I mentioned is I was expecting a little bit higher, probably a retest of 7.56%, but it just a little rejected from here, giving us a very signal, giving us a very clean A, B, and C, and this is like a one maybe, and push up like here for uh, and then for the dump like this. That's what you would see, guys. An expanding diagonal looks really great, and I do expect, I'm really bullish right now because the USD dominance doesn't look like bullish to me. It looks really bearish to me. You look at the range highs, looks like a deviation over here. We got a retest, rejection. One more push up would be very nice to me, but we might actually not get a push up as well, but it depends. But if we start breaking this, honestly, I would really considering longing everything on the and just holding it. That's what I would like to do, because definitely my best case would be if we do get a push up like here, would be amazing, and then probably just do something like this. So we're going to test the levels of 6.6%, guys, and that's exactly what I'm aiming, because this move is like a 5 waves up. So this 5 wave up is more, can be like wave 1, 2, and then we can reverse from here again. So just play the levels for now unless any of the levels break. So guys, over and all, this is how I see on the lower some time frame. The best case, the worst case, and the most bullish case I've presented to you. It's like uh, just don't miss the lows. Once we get the sweep of $19,000, basically these levels, don't miss it. In my opinion, 19,000 is a very nice levels. If by evening we don't break the don't go over here, 19K is long. From there you can go up like here. I think the last time also we did similar kind of a thing where we just had a pump up and accumulated here. A very quickly accumulation happens, and look at the volume coming in. Basically, this is looking like maybe A, B, 1, 2, 3. A small push up is like to 19,600. One more push, then dump is what I would expect. The best case scenario, as I already presented, guys, it's bullish. Like here, rejection. Up. No more 18,700 is the best case scenario. No more 18,700. Similarly for Ethereum as well. No more 1,300 levels. It's just gonna probably test the weekly open levels of 1332 from here. Retest weekly opens and then pump. That's the best case scenario for both. Let's see what we get it. I don't want to miss it. I will just put in long position. I'm not shorting at the moment. I'm not interested in short as well. Look at the funding, guys. So how the funding looks like. Let me just open the coin glass for you. Coin glass screen is so coin glass. If you look at the happen. If you look at the funding on the coin glass, let's go. Like the funding. Go to the predicted funding. and I'm just basically Bitcoin funding is positive and Ethereum very least positive, and Ethereum is almost like at par, but the negative funding is increasing. And look at the longs versus short, 51% long, 48.9. Yesterday it was a reverse flip. So 48% were long and short was like 51% plus 52% honestly. And currently what we are watching is a complete reverse scenario as we are going into the FOMC. So it's like in the past 20, I would say 8 hours from yesterday evening till right now, or 12 hours I would say, people have started building long positions. Long positions have been started building up because of the FOMs, and that's the reason. Most likely, you're literally saying that the longs and short ratio is shooting up. So basically, the longs have shoot up and the shorts have gone down. So the funding is also low over here, as well as Ethereum funding is negative. I mean, I would say it's almost like a neutral to me. With from respective of the funding, I don't see much. I would have been very happy if Bitcoin funding is really, really negative to like 10.5% or 10.95%, similar for ETH as well over here at these levels. But the things are not matching up. But honestly, we want to long course. Let's say, let's see the long versus short as well from the perspective of last 12 hours data. That now, well, yesterday the long versus short was here. Like long was 37%, short was this, and suddenly this is how it was since um long short, but since like past 2 hours or 3 hours it is zooming up. So longs are started building up 57%. So suddenly, the longs have started building up in the past 2 hours on Bitcoin, as well as if you can see Ethereum as well. Similar case. So longs have started building up from like 5 hours or so. So Asia is building up longs. Asia is building up. So I think you need a small dip probably is what I'm expecting. A, B, and C. You get a dip, liquidate everyone over here to 1340. Get stop out, go to the levels of $1,300. Just give them the shock and then probably go up. That would be amazing, in my opinion. So basically, you go up like here, then dump. So you can take everyone out before we get a big move on the upside. So pumping from here would be very like it's going to be very easy for everyone. So you don't want to give an easy way. Probably give them the hard way. So similar for the Bitcoin as well. You take this low over here, go to the 19,000 level, take every stop losses. Major of the stop losses are here as well. The worst case scenario, we just probably go like here to the 18,700 as well. So we have a lot of time, guys, for now till the FOMC meeting. So the FOMC is not today. It's tomorrow. So we still have like another, I would say, 36 hours probably, or maybe how many hours? 30 hours? I'm not sure. 36 to 30 hours. So you want to see how things looks like probably in the evening in the New York session today. I would like to see this being a range formation. So this is how I would like to see, guys. Tomorrow is going to be very, very interesting in my opinion. Very interesting. So guys, if you like to support my work, do trade on the Bybit. The link is mentioned, and you have any questions, do ask on the Twitter as well as in Wall Street group. Join us to Wall Street group, trade with us, make money and learn. Yeah, Atom, the last chart for today. Atom. I think my Atom chart is is like it speaks in itself. So I mentioned yesterday that 15.3 is a very crucial level. Till 15.3, we are under 15.3 is bearish. But once we start closing above 15.3, it's bullish, and hence we are holding up these levels. You want to long here, stop loss here, very tight stop loss, and let it pump like here. Levels. Can do something like this. But till we are above 15.3, I do expect Atom to have a nice push upside, because the way it looks like, or maybe not the big upside, but at least you can see that we are forming a very nice and harmonic pattern, like a golden pump for Atom to like 16.5. See the risk amazing for your scalp, but scalp would like a 2.3 R. In case if we go for 886, it should be 16.66, where it's gonna give you 2.7 or 2.8 R. In case if we go and break out above this, then the target would be literally not here. The fib levels of 18.6, like a 20% move on the upside. I think the risk reward is amazing over here on the Atom, guys, with a very tight stop loss. Similarly, XRP as well, as I mentioned yesterday as well, till we are above 0.34, I'm expecting a push on the upside. And that's exactly what we got, guys. So uh, the risk reward is amazing. I think this looks amazing too for Atom, for a really quick scalps, really quick scalps. So that's all, guys, and thanks a lot for joining. Have a very nice day, and we're going to connect later in the evening. Bye bye. Have a nice day.